that it's our genius that's powering this entire enterprise. So what? All we have to do is circumvent them and take it to a third party, and then, well, I suppose we could secure a payout that would set us both up for life.
I'm sorry, Emily. Britch? What the hell are you doing with Professor Dalton?
Man, Collins.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. And welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. Welcome back on into the channel, everybody, man. Let's get to it. This video is very interesting. So, I am very interested in the storyline with Professor Dalton and Emma. Because I went over that video earlier in the week where Emma and Gio recruited the kids, which was crazy. Dragging them into this, some underage children. Charlotte, Rocco, and Danny to help them investigate Dalton's lab and bring him down. Because remember, Dalton got into it with Danny and Rocco at the MetroCorp pool back in the summer. So Emma knew that knowledge. I think Gio too, because remember, Gio was working, was basically supervising them. So he knows the little bad interaction that, you know, they had with Dalton. And then Charlotte don't like animal testing just like Emma, so she was on board with it. So there's a whole thing, you know, Lulu's worried right now that the kids are lying to her and all that shit. I was going to make a separate video about that, but I'm just going ahead and just kind of leave it. Because we got plenty of time to talk about it, because when they get into actually investigating the lab, we could talk about some more there. But they're going with that whole thing with the kids lying to Lulu right now. But Emma was with Gio earlier. And, you know, Emma and Gio, they're growing on me a little bit. Like, I didn't, you know, I wasn't too, but I was never against them being a couple. But they're growing on me a little. I think now that they are officially together and I'm kind of seeing their romantic chemistry, I like it. I was never really against them anyways, because it was more, my thing was more with Trina and Kai. You know, I didn't like Trina and Kai being together. I went over that shit like a million times on my channel for the longest. Ever since really Kai came into the picture last year. But yeah, Kai been on the show for almost a year now, because that was last year November when he arrived. That's crazy. But yeah, because I still think Kai should be with Emma, but you know, it's all good. They just do Emma and Gio. It's all good. Like I don't got nothing against them being together, because at least there is some chemistry there where I could not see it with Trina and Kai. You know, and I also wanted Trina with Gio. That was the other thing that why it took me so long to really get into wanting them together. But I like the cute scenes early in the episode, man. I did. I like the way the way Gio gets Emma to smile back at him. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. But, anyways, so Sidwell was meeting with Dalton and Britt earlier about, remember he was just talking to Marco. Was it Marco? Yeah, it was Marco early in the week. Like, I think on Monday or Tuesday's episode. And he was talking to Marco about trying to recruit Britt for this lab job, right? And so he was going to have them work together. I think he was going to have Dalton working for Britt, I think it was. So Sidwell left the room, and Dalton had a fabulous idea. Because I was wondering this too. I'm glad Dalton actually brought this up. The project could be worth a lot of money, right? To the right people. And, you know, he was like, it's not fair for Sidwell, you know, and I guess in Faison and this, well, Nathan, to be pocketing all the money, right? So he suggests that they take it to a third party, right? And that's when Emma walked in. And Emma still calls Britt the Britch. Wait a minute, is this the first time Emma saw Britt in person since she been back? I believe it is. I believe this is the first time Emma saw. But it's crazy because she still called the Britch. I was laughing when she said that, bro. She was like, Britt. That was like the first word that came out of her mouth when she opened up the door, right? Because she was trying to go into Dalton's office, right? That was the first word that she said. She said, "What are you doing in Professor Dalton's office?" That shit interesting though, right? So let's get serious here. That's interesting, and now Emma's gonna really be thinking like, what the hell is Britt doing in here with Dalton? You know, that is gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see how they explain it. But I know Emma's definitely got her antennas up now, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know, that's gonna really make her very interested in investigating this to see why is Britt in here. But if she puts two and two together, Britt's basically a scientist. So, you know, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, don't it, Emma? You know what I'm saying? Like, she just got to put two and two together. But now we start to get hot now. Now, the thing about this scene, though, Britt didn't get a chance to agree with Dalton if they're going to turn their backs on Sidwell and Nathan on trying to get this project cleared. So basically to get it away from them and sell it for themselves. And I agree with Dalton. If y'all can get the money that way, y'all the ones that's working hard on it. The only thing is crossing these people. That's the problem. It's crossing he gonna end up dead. Because the moment Sidwell found out you crossed him, he go, like Sidwell was already talking about Dalton like he's expendable almost. You know what I'm saying? He probably giving him one last shot to make this right. So that will be crazy. That will be crazy. But little does Sidwell know that Jason got Britt's back. So you touch Britt, going down. You ain't got to just worry about Sonny, Sidwell. You got to worry about Jason. So, but this is a very interesting scene because I don't know if they're gonna pick this back up on Monday, but I definitely want to see where this goes. Because now, when she does the official investigation into the lab, that's going to be super interesting. That's going to be super interesting. And how long is it going to take for Britt to get discovered as working in this lab, too? That's going to be the other thing. Because we know the WSB is on our ass, so it's going to be interesting. But going ahead and give me your thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Let's see what happens on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Soul Caps, y'all.